Hey User World, we are back with another unboxing. Yes, the first one is from Longchamp. The second one is from Coach. For those of you who have been with me for a while, you never thought that these words would spew out of my mouth, did you? Yes, I am keeping you guys on your toes. For those of you who are new to my channel, I have said this over and over again that these are kind of the brands I don't like, I dislike. I actually made a whole entire video on it, but they are still brands that people know and love, and I would still recommend them because they are quality pieces. They just weren't for me until now. So let's see what I got. I bet you guys are intrigued. What could have caught my attention so hard that I go back from my words and actually purchase from Longchamp and Coach? And let's see if they actually work out for me. Let's get right into it. And if you haven't seen that original video I just talked about, I'll link it up above for you. Here. I can't ever get it right. But if you go open a new tab and save that video for later, it will make a lot of sense why I'm saying the things I'm saying and why buying from Longchamp and Coach is kind of a crazy thing for me. So anyways, I'll start with Longchamp because I think this is a very special bag. It's been sold out for months, I want to say. I've been checking the Longchamp website over and over again. Of course, Instagram keeps peppering me with the cafe, and that's probably a giveaway with what this bag is. But the cafe they have in Paris, and it's just the gorgeous aesthetic. And I feel like a lot of these companies or these handbag brands are coming up with cafes, right? Maison Kitsune, Coach is doing a cafe. It's just like coffee and handbags apparently go hand in hand. As you can see here, I did purchase from Satir, and this is basically a website, if you are not familiar, where it connects you to kind of like Farfetch, if you're more familiar with that, because they do promote themselves a little bit more, but they do connect you with a lot of different boutiques that are out there in Europe, in other countries, compile it all on one website, then basically they go sourcing for you. So when I did discover this, I did post it on my Instagram in case any of you wanted to snag it. I purchased it. I don't know how many there were, but after like 30 minutes, I went to check on that link. It was sold out. So maybe I took the only one. I don't know for sure. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, I do post a lot of a curated list of deals when it comes to handbags, skincare, anything in general that I think are fantastic. If it's not good enough of price, I won't post it. So anyways, enough of me blabbing here. The bag I purchased came from Italy. I want to say I ordered it on a Tuesday afternoon and it got here by Thursday afternoon. So incredibly fast shipping. And here we go. The bag I got from Longchamp is the toast bag. Oh my God, it is so adorable. I am not the kind of person that would like to purchase novelty bags all the time. Like, that's not my thing. I want a purse to look elegant, very, very minimal, and something I can wear for years and years to come. But when I saw this, I was just like, oh my God, this is so freaking cute. And of course, I do really enjoy the leather, the Apure collection. I've been eyeballing, again, if you've seen my previous video, I really like the tulip one. And this particular leather is what you would normally get with a le pliage, where the entire tote is nylon, but then there's a leather handle, the rolled handles, as well as the flap that goes over the bag itself. This is the same leather as that particular piece. And normally with the le pliage bags, the nylon portions of the tote is where you see the wear and tear happen. And normally the leather flap that goes over the bag itself is not where it's like pristine looking usually, right? So this entire bag obviously is made of that same leather, and I'm smelling it. It smells very strong of leather. It doesn't punch you, but it does smell like leather. I'm taking a look at the craftsmanship, and I did say Longchamp does offer fantastic craftsmanship. So looking at the stitching looks fantastic. You've got the top handle, and it's got the Longchamp logo embossed into the handle, which is very low key, which is what we like. And of course, the famous Longchamp logo right there. So again, very inconspicuous. It's very blended in and just looks like a little toast. Now, it does open with one zipper. I wish there were two zippers. That is my biggest complaint. However, I guess I'm not the most upset, because usually when I say I want two zippers is because there are certain ways that I want to wear the bag, where it's this is the front or this is the back, right? This is a very distinctive front and back because you do see in the back where there is a stitching for the interior pocket. Not my favorite portion and design of the bag. Could they have made it more seamless where the stitching is built in, or maybe there is another layer which could contribute the weight of the bag? But again, to me, this could have been done a little bit better. If you're wearing this as a crossbody, Longchamp is assuming that you are right-handed, and majority of the time you're going to be wearing it this way, so it's easier for you to open the bag with the one zipper. Now it does come with a leather adjustable strap, crossbody strap, and you can see it is a lobster claw. They do personalize it with the Longchamp logo on the lobster claw as well, but other than that, this is a very straightforward kind of crossbody, nothing crazy, and it does come with 5 different holes. Now looking at the interior of the bag, it's pretty simple. I open it, I kind of just want to squeeze it open or just like pry it open a little bit. I don't want to like flip it open just because it will create a crease right here. The interior is suede lined, and there's just one interior slip pocket. It is pretty spacious just because, yes, it's a little bit wider up at the top, but if you look at it, it's a tall and skinny bag, and the depth of it is pretty good. You can definitely fit your essentials in there, where you've got a phone, like this is a full-size phone. It goes pretty comfortably in there with a lot of room to fit your card case, your lippies. If you need to fit 2 phones in here, you definitely can. And I know it's like a collaboration with Constantine, I wanna say, but it's just part of that whole entire cafe experience, where they also have like a croissant keychain and summer shopping where there's a mesh tote, or more of like a wiry mesh tote. And maybe it's something I haven't really paid attention to, but I thought that their designs have been quite like traditional. It is a heritage brand, it's very classic, but all of the purses that I've seen when it comes to their leather goods have been pretty, you know, conservative, not as fun or whimsical. But in the past, I want to say 2 or 3 years, they started releasing things that are much more, again, novelty. Not that they're going down like the Kate Spade route or anything, but they have started coming out with like the dumbbell. And then I've also seen other ones that are a little bit more like uniquely shaped and more character focused, and like I said, more novelty kind of bags where it catches people's attention, and that's what you want, right? Not just like, hey, Longchamp, yes, they're known for their Le Pliage line and their Le Pliage totes, and that is it. Like, you don't want to be one-dimensional. You do want, as a brand, Longchamp wants to be keeping up with the modern times, and I think this is a perfect way to do it, where it's whimsical, it is still very elegant at the same time. Is this a forever bag to me? Probably not, but again, this scratched an itch. I've been looking at this for quite a while, and this is probably, again, never say never, but this is probably the only Longchamp bag I will purchase in a very, very long time. Okay, moving on to Coach. All right, I don't really know how I feel about this bag, but I would love to hear your thoughts about the Longchamp bag as well as the Coach bag. So for those of you who are new, do hit that subscribe button. Everybody else, hit the like button. I rely on all of you every single week to have conversations with me about crazy things like handbags. And of course, I do have an entire playlist where I talk about mid-range handbags that's not the mainstream brands like Coach and Longchamp. If you want to discover like super cool mid-range French brands, Australian brands, I have a whole entire luxury alternative playlist, which I will link up above for you as well if you want to go down that rabbit hole. I did opt for the whole entire experience by choosing the gifting option. Of course, I did tear off the ribbon, so pretend that was there. But the box itself is really nice, and it does say, thank you for shopping at Coach. Again, you guys know this experience way better than I do, so you're kind of just watching me go through this. And the bag itself does come with a dust bag. Honestly, I hate this dust bag. This is so cheap feeling, like it's polyester. This is like, I don't even know if it even qualifies for tablecloth material. The Coach could totally do better. I'm sure, having a cloth kind of bag, dust bag, is not that much more expensive. Like, use cotton, use recycled cotton, anything. I don't know, but this is just like the shiny, plasticky polyester kind of dust bag. And I thought a dust bag is supposed to be breathable. What if you live in a humid climate like Florida or like Asia? This is going to create mold for your leather bags. Your dust bag needs to be breathable. Even then, Like a lot of people who live in humid climates say that you shouldn't keep your bags in dust bags either way. So I did pick up the Coach Brooklyn 28 in the Bluebell color. And it's kind of like my test. Anytime I open like a box or a dust bag, the handbag, seeing if it punches me in the face with leather smell. There is, I don't know, it feels like there's a very faint smell of leather. Now, I've been on a blue kick. Anything blue, it has my heart. Usually I'm like the neutral, not black colors, but the neutral, the beige, the caramel. Not so much like a pop of color, especially blue, but I've been on a blue kick. So this bag, automatically, I'm looking at it, made in Vietnam. Again, no issues with things made in Vietnam. I think this bag, I can't really see anything in here. Like I don't want to pry open. I wonder if it's in the slip pocket here. I'm trying to feel, there's no tags in there that says made where, but then the actual little booklet thing says it's made in France. So is it just this is made in France or the actual bag is made in France? I'll make sure to double check on their website and see if they mention it and pop it on screen. Okay, coming back to this. This is made in Vietnam. I'm looking at the stitching. I'm looking at the corners. Everything looks pretty fantastic. The glazing looks phenomenal. It is a very simple bag, but yet they made it very elegantly designed. And I love how there are two pieces of leather that are stitched together. Oh my God, the amount of stuffing that they have in here and the packaging is unreal, but finally got all of it out. And the interior is just an open compartment with one slip pocket. That is a snap button, which I don't know how I feel about that. It's actually pretty, it's hard to open. I guess you can keep your things pretty secure in that little pocket there. And they do have built-in magnets, which you know I really appreciate. So again, a very simple bag, and you've got the signature Coach dog tag right there. If you want to hang like 50 other Labubus on here, you definitely can. Obviously, that's not something I'm going to do. And then on the exterior, I would say this is a better choice. Not my favorite, again, because you could see the stitching of the interior slip pocket, but at least it looks a little bit more uniform compared to this, right? Like they should have picked something that is closer in color as the actual bag itself instead of using the same stitching or the same thread as the rest of the bag. This just looks very obvious, and how, I don't know, again, this is not my favorite kind of design. Whereas this one, if you don't really like look at it, it just seems like the bag itself is very smooth. I do like how they made this button look very part of the design. It's very aesthetically pleasing and has the little word Coach on there, but you know that this is part of the back of the snap closure for the interior pocket. Now, was this completely necessary? In my opinion, no. They could have done without the snap closure for the interior pocket. They could have just made this a regular pocket without a snap at all. The base of the bag is very structured. I do enjoy that, whereas the rest of the bag, the leather itself is pretty malleable. And obviously this is meant to be a shoulder bag. I feel like this is a very cool girl aesthetic, and you can actually fit a lot of stuff in here, but still leaving it very slim profile looking. They also include a little D-ring right here. I'm wondering what that is for because there's only one. Maybe perhaps you're trying to clip your keys to this, so that could be a really good functionality. So what drew me to this bag? I have no idea. I thought it was a really good pricing, and it's made of genuine leather, and it was a great opportunity for me to test out a pretty popular bag because I think it went viral on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but it went viral on social media where this is like the cool girl aesthetic. Am I the cool girl? No. But I thought it was a nice kind of a fat throw around bag, but I'm pretty impressed with Coach's quality, as I've said over the years, where if it's not the CC like Coach logo, what is it called? Coachtopia? Coach monogram? I don't know. As long as it's not that and it's a very, very inconspicuous bag and it just has this little Coach right there, I'm completely okay with it. And I've always thought that Coach's quality is fantastic. So what do you think about this? Should I keep this? Is this special enough? I know this is special enough where it's very unique, something different. When you're a person that has a whole entire collection of bags and you have become not just a collector, pretty much borderline hoarder status, Do I really need something like this to be in my collection? Again, these are two brands that I didn't think I was gonna purchase from. So let me know what your thoughts are. Are you a hypocrite? Kind of. Anyways, life is hard. I wanna help you save time and money so that you can somehow adult easier and hopefully less than retail. This was less than retail. This, honestly, it was a couple, like $50 under retail. I'll see y'all next time.